have a new look, as we can see. Look at that. Yay! Yay! Look at that. Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay, awesome. Hold on. This is fun. This is awesome. Okay. Okay. Yippee! Yahoo! Alright. Okay. We're playing Stanley Parable today. Oh wait. I have more details. Okay, look at my arms. They glow. Clearly. Okay, I was working on this earlier today. I've been working on it like for the past 6 hours. So I was a little late because I was approaching my own set deadline and it wasn't done. So, and there are some design changes clearly, as the old one, the jacket didn't look like the way it does. It was all white and I didn't have like joints or anything. I see I messed up somewhere. Let me fix that real quick. I'm sorry. It's like a very minute detail, but I need to fix that. We're gonna fix that before I start. So bear with me for a moment as I fix it. I won't put on, you know, music for this. Where is it? Did I miss anything? No, I didn't. Okay, I'm not gonna put on music during this because I want to be very in tune with the experience and I don't want to miss anything if anything important happens, you know. Let's say, because it's a first playthrough, I gotta put blind playthrough in the, because I don't know what I'm doing. So if I get lost, I might consult, but if anyone's like here responding, I have no idea. Wait, I want to show this to my friend. I want to see if I can trigger, you know, okay, so I can't. Never mind. Okay. Whoops. Sorry. Excuse me. Okay. Alright, so my quality did kind of go down, but that's okay. It's alright. I tried to put like a white outline so that my model was kind of visible because I didn't do any colored outlines or anything like that. So it's so, yippee, I guess. Yay. I guess. I guess this was really the only major change. I've been working on it all day. I do have, but it looks the same because it kind of is. Oh, I'm not done. Whoops. I got it saved, I got it exported, but I didn't fix it in reactive. Give me a moment to fix that. Because if I don't fix it now, I'm gonna explode. Okay. Alright, there we go. We got it fixed. We got it going. We got it going well for us. So, yeah, I was working on this all day. There are some things I didn't shade, like my skin and the details on the jacket. That will be fixed. I mean, my skin is shaded, but not much. You can't even tell. So, that'll get fixed at some point, but it's not a priority right now. I did add some stream assets. I did make those on my day off. Well, today is my day off, essentially, work schedule wise. So I got those fixed when I came in from work yesterday. Okay. Oh my god, yesterday was a nightmare. Right, so I'm a hostess. I'm not telling you at which branch because I'm sure, like, hostess for multiple job workplaces, like, Logan's Roadhouse, yada yada, all that fun stuff, especially in America. And because I've never left the country, I don't know about any other things. Okay. Yesterday was a nightmare. Mondays are normally slow, and they are so incredibly slow. But yesterday was an anomaly, okay? So, I was the only host. I was there from 8 to 3, so I got there at like 7:30 in the morning. And I was there by myself as the only host, like, all day. I had no help. I did have to grab a manager to try and help me for like a few minutes with hosting, but the last hour or two of my shift, we only had 2 servers on the floor. We only had 2. So that was kind of a nightmare. It was horrible. I had to put people on a wait because we didn't have the servers. Like, sure, we had the tables, but we didn't have the servers to take care of them. We only had 2. And same manager was like, if you need me to, I'll put on an apron and I'll come help. Girl, no you didn't. You did not. You didn't come help. Stop lying. Okay? Okay. Let's see. I do have another thing, like, about my look. Okay, look at this. I did leave the icons for muted or deafened because if I am alone by myself, well, no, I don't need that on. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if I can take that off, actually. Never. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if that'll fix it for me. Okay. Got it. Yeah, the small detail of the, like, sensors under the eyes changing, like when I deafen or mute, like, that'll just turn red. See? Okay. Just like that. So, okay, we got that going. I got to yap about my job. I got to yap about the model some. Like, there's not a whole lot of changes. I'm still waiting on that refund because I accidentally bought some stuff off of Discord, so I needed to like go back into my account. That was like $13. I needed to go back into my account. Okay. Let's see. I think that's all I have right now. I think. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, okay, I think that's all for now. Awesome. Okay. We're gonna get into the game now. Whoops, that's not right. Okay, I'm gonna close Steam. I'm gonna close Opera. I'm gonna close Clip Studio again. And we're gonna get not that, this. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna tap back in. Okay. Alright, awesome. Look at that. We're gonna, alright. We got it going. That's awesome. Oh, you can't even see that. I think I have another thing I need to fix. Darn it. Okay. Hold on. I am so sorry. Open. Cause like that's not what I want. Open. There we go. Cause I want to yeah, I think that's better. Okay, we're gonna do that instead. Sorry. I do apologize. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Yay! Look at that, look at that, look at that. We're good. Okay, we got it going. We kinda got it going. That's awesome. Alright. And yeah, the next thing I'll be working on are chat alerts, and we'll be doing that as a stream. When am I streaming again? I forgot. I have to go back and look at my stream every now and then. Okay, my next stream is Thursday. So, like, my next art stream, we'll be doing assets. Let's get this off the screen. Boop. Okay. And close clip. Close clip part 2 because it wants to open up 2 separate. Okay. Into the game after I turn on desktop audio. Okay. And here we go. What if I want to cheat because I want to be able to see because I already don't have good eyes? Enter the current time. 7:32. No, I can't do that. I'll wait till it says 7:33 and on the dot I'll press confirm. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Accessibility settings can be accessed from main menu. Okay. I like the menu. I really like the menu. Did I? Oh my god, that's so weird. It's like, oh, I love it. Okay, settings. I'm not using a controller. Joe's favorite play of the game, Windows. Dot. Okay. Self-translation labels. Enables translated labels on top of in-world text. On top of in-world text. Show content warnings. No dexterity move. Reduces difficulty for time-sensitive inputs and precision platforming. Low dexterity. Dexterity. Dex. Google. Because I'm skill in performing tasks, especially with hands. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna want that. Okay. Reduce motion, remove screen shake and camera bop. I don't want camera bop, I really don't. Show color labels, translation labels. Okay, audio.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Async, yes. Control is crouch. I don't want that. Shift. Okay. Shift is crouch now. Thank you. Interact is E. Interact is also right click and then left click and then right click is auto walk. Okay. Back. Okay. We're gonna start. I'm done toying around. Okay. Alright.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Pines?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Why do I want to do that? Can I get under stuff? Why am I walking so fast? I don't like that. Ew. I love. Okay, that's better. Where's that ticking coming from? Oh, hello. Ticking. Tick-tock. Goes the clock. Okay. Wait. Oh, I can't. Okay. 429, 430.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Bring them back? Hello? Okay. Bring them back.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Shut up. Perhaps? Let me... Okay. What a nice painting. I love this painting. Okay. Why is it so bright? How the mighty have fallen. Huh. Why do you get to go outside? I don't have that.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
That is not true. I'm exploring. I pick up cues. I hate Mondays. That's not true. I just like clicking. Because I want to see if there's any hidden secrets. Painting. Huh. Sales this quarter. I can't read. I'm actually... Oh, projections. Predictions. I'm actually leaning as close as I can. I can't read it. Plant.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Why? Why to left? I'm going to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ooh, windows. Why are they all going outside?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Quite literally, because her drinks, perhaps? I can't jump.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I'm not even looking at chairs. I'm looking at cups, coffee, nut. Okay. I'm not sure I want that.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. Why would I do that? I'm just gonna keep ignoring you.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Okay. Actually, I just like ignoring directions. Instructions. Are we a building company? Or logistics? What are we? Wood. Do not jump from the cargo lift. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. What if we jump and we're dead? What then? Danger. Vent access train for employees. Vent access for train. I don't have a key card. Vent access for trained employees only.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
We haven't.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I just like
There's someone
exploring.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Do I have a wife? Employees should never, under any circumstance, attempt to what? Fragile this end up. It's like I'm in Lowe's. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Why are there cigarettes? What if I just let it ring?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yes, I did.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
I just
You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Maybe.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
What?
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
What?
But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
Oh,
For example,
obviously.
in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
I'm not saying that.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
No. Well, because you said please. Although if I find another exit, then I am going. I played Portal.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
I don't
We
think
just
I
need
was
to get you
even
home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Did you know in reality we don't have narrators telling us where to go? We can just mess up on our own. But, okay.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Right. Okay.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
No.
All right.
Let me out.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that?
'Cause I
Quickly,
wanna.
hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Okay.
ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that you... My story. You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Have I already... Let me out. Hello? Where am I going? I don't know where to go.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
Yeah.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
I'm 19.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, fine.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Big net, some sort of child trap? Bi-quarterly reviews, post-review review. We need... less reviews. We need less reviews. 402 plus 405. Want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule, but I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. No, they don't. No, they do not. No, they do not. Find teenagers to put in the teenage demo. Huh? There's already a teenage demographic. You just have to cater to them. Social media. Space between the teenagers. A lot of percentage. Teenagers say the demographic. You don't need... You can't make children grow faster. You know that? Throw something in the idea spins. No more pins. 20 remaining of the ideas. 30 firing of me. Okay. What are you? What do people want? Things, money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. Start marker is somewhere here. Colored in segment, stripes. Kresmer's secondary research. What is hot? Profits. Using I wasn't done. Numbers of slide on the slides. Charge and slides. Okay. rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Okay. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please no more charts I'm making. Oh. Boss appreciation minute on your boss appreciation minute worksheet. Circle the top 20 things you love about your boss. Fill out the triplicate. Return to your boss appreciation. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined toward conflict unless you're the person who initiates conflict, why would you do that? Transcend. Metamorphosis. Comatose. Okay. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Don't get fired. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation of promotion or recognition. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on others. Resent coworkers for not supporting you. Using slides to ensure employees that everything is okay. Be sure that your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and some bevel on all the text. I wasn't done. I wasn't done. Synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market parade. Monetize free to play. Hey, look at you. What was that say? Help. I'm gonna post it. The future was yesterday, tomorrow is now. Who moved my desk? Complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. Employee. Who's Jim? Is that a duck? It's so cute though. Waiting room. I don't care. My brain hurts. Room closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I forgot I was supposed to be doing that. Huh? What? Why do you get the nicer part of it? The beige pages. Okay. I think that's a phone book.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Am I actually gonna speak?
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Do I actually have to say it? Nightshark 115? Hello?
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yeah, I can't speak.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver.
What do you think
Otherwise, we
I'm trying to
can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
What do you think I'm trying to do? Nightshark 115. Girl, I can't do
Okay,
anything.
fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single...
It's not actually picking up my microphone. Or does it even have that option? I don't think even has that option. Um.
Thing for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Hello?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Hi.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The end? What?
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
That is not the end. I know that
Is
already.
everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
I refuse to believe that's the entire thing.
This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this?
I refuse to believe that's it.
Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right.
Sorry, Leroy.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
I thought I was gonna see this dude move, but apparently not. End is never the end yet. Okay, so we're not done. So what if I just...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That's fine.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
It's never
Feeling
the
a
end.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Now, can I grab anything? These all look like grabbable items, but...
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. It's red. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, it's red. Link plus. I think that's insulation. I don't like that. I wanna go this way. I can't see. Oh. There are no buttons. Do I just have to jump down? Oh. Okay, I'm just dumb. And is never the
Descending
end. Is
deeper
never
into the
end.
building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Why would I want to go through that? So if I go past the door, it'll probably close on me. But do I escape or do I? Or do I continue to follow the narrator? Hi, I hope you're having a good night too. Unreliable narrator.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
On my 427 right there. Right? 427. Right there. No one's in there. 3 keys that I don't have.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Fired. Error. It's like 2 fired. And 1 error.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
By doing what? 4 going to be? Because if that's 5, where's 4? Because that might be important. Console disabled. Wow. Love your new PNG, looks lovely. Thank you. It's something I made myself, along with the stream assets. Mind control input. Mind controls idle awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Offer on. I have no idea. Sorry. Turning on is pretty tempting, but off is also just... Mind control. Terminal error. Oh my god. Sorry. I did off. I guess this is one of those games where my choices matter.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to... Oh, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me. I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this.
I was
and
muted.
in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
I don't know how long I was muted. Okay, I'm enjoying the game. I'm liking it. It reminds me of Portal, but Portal has a fixed ending. But I love Stanley Parable thus far. I have seen like glimpses, clips of Stanley Parable, and I've gone, oh my gosh, I want to play that for myself. I want to do that. I don't want to watch someone play it. So, I caught it on Steam while it was on sale, like in the summer sale, and I bought it. And now here we are. And what we just saw of Stanley just collapsing on the ground and screaming to himself and all that, I struggle with that. That is actually something I struggle with in real life. No, I have not seen a therapist. I cannot afford a therapist. I don't make enough to do that. And if I try to look on BetterHelp and get one, sessions are like $70 to $100. That is a majority of my paycheck. I average about $150 per paycheck after taxes. So, and I need my money. I need gas, I need insurance, I need all that fun stuff. So clearly, obviously, when I get a better job or a better position that pays more, therapy is something I will look into and start getting. Because pretty sure I have OCD, and I'm pretty paranoid, and I'm parasocial as it is, so. Recommendation, get a therapist. Streamers are not your therapists. They are not here to help you. They are doing this for fun. If it entertains you, that is great, but they are doing this merely to entertain themselves. You want back in your bed, baby? No. No. I startled you. Sorry, that was my dog. Recommendation. Seek professional help. Streamers are not qualified to be therapists unless they specifically say they are, but they are not offering services. They are not your therapists. And if they don't know you, they are not your friend. We're gonna continue a game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
What
could it mean? Stanley
Stanley
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. So if I go on the left and I go to the boss's room again, what if I press on for the mind control this time? Let me look at the achievement pages actually. Who's fronting? I don't know. Okay, achievements. Let's look at the achievements. I have gotten 2 achievements thus far. You can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. Welcome back. Click the game, then start it again. Click on door 435 times. But 413, 411. Okay, I'm going backwards.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
The broom closet's locked.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. 2485, I think.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming music.
Come on. Please. Okay.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
I'm not soothed.
Stanley calmly
I'm not
walked
rejuvenated.
forward into the opened passageway.
I'm not calm, I'm not rejuvenated. I am anxious, I want to get this. What if I press up?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
We're gonna press off. I mean, not off, we're gonna press on this time.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay, if I 100% the game tonight, I will be, going on Minecraft, probably.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature
But I
revealed.
haven't found any of
Each
those.
bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
You don't have any streams.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
0521.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right,
I
I'm in
didn't
a good
see a
mood.
0.
You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I
Where's the
come up
0?
with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won, sold?
So you admit that this is a video game. can't find.
Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
Where's the 3 button? At least 1, 2, 4, and 5. I don't know where 3 is. I've been looking for 3. I couldn't find 3. I don't know.
It's not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't.
3.
It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every
1, 2,
second of
3,
your
4,
inevitable
5.
life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Okay. 4, 2, 7.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay. But then that door's gonna close behind me.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
What is even happening? 437.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Okay. 415. 420, 425, 417, 416.
Now, back to door number 437.
Girl.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Okay, where is it?
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Where's 416? 429, 428, 430, 437. 426, 425, 420. Nice, 417.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Why are you so happy about this? No, I can't go any faster, right?
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking? When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait, what other achievements do we have, actually? 888. Test achievement description. What place is test achievement? Please ignore. How do I achieve that? Okay. Okay, 888, I can do that. Oh, I went backwards. That's why.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Executive bathroom. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. I was unable to go in here before. Okay, well. Business strategy. That's a gun. I don't know where I'm going. Is there an achievement for this? Super go outside. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. Well, I am playing on a Tuesday. For the entire duration of a Tuesday specifically. Okay, so I'd have to like have it on in the morning or something. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Wait, my mic is quiet? Maybe that's just my game though. Cause my mic in OBS is pretty loud. Thank you for coming, Aki. I'm sorry I didn't see it. My phone was off. I hear you. Seriously? Oh, cheating. Yes, I am cheating. Okay, I thought I would get somewhere, but apparently not. But there's no achievement for that, is there? Set all slider menus. Set all the setting sliders in the menu to all the available numbers. Settings, world champion. Wow. Why can't I jump?
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
8.
I don't mind cheating because I can do whatever. I'm gonna go through the escape path now because I think I get to just Stanley just dies over and over and over and over. I need to sneeze. Sparks.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Not happening.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
That's fine. I think that's inevitable
The door
anyway.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
That's not happening.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward.
Yup.
And willingly confront his death.
Yep. I didn't even see that. And how are we not dead?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh. Okay.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated, as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Nice. Oh, okay. What? Stanley Parable. What if I go this way? That was, okay.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Okay, Hold on. Wait. Let me get to the end. Let me get to the end. Let me get to the end. Please, 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 please. Yay!
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
Major painting.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Office layout. Corridor. Filing cabinets all modeled the same. The 2 doors. A desk. The office. 001, 002, 003. Button sounds. Office computers. Employee database. Credits. Yawn. Warzone. Which was not our intention, making fun of shooters. Well, from Forrest Canis, subject, dear narrator. Ah, hey! I wasn't done. What? James Irvine, how's the games? How's the game going? I hope it's good or better than the first one from a cool man. Colin D. Otto Tampio question, are you a rock? I don't know. Am I? Anthony W. What is this strange number? 112-111-2800. Sergey Medvedevko asking narrator. Well, if I want to... Well, the thing I want to know is, what would you do if Stanley entered any other rooms? Lance Perkins, I have a burning question. For instance, on a scale of Max Ernst to Salvador Dali, how surreal would this game be? Were you born it with an magnificent voice of hey? New result. Wow, congratulations, congratulations. Dr. Mrs. Mercy Art announcer. James, love the game. Greetings, omnipotent voice. Huh. Wong Young, urgent response needed. Transfer $24,500. Or is that 24,500,000? I don't know. Oh, it's behind glass. (2011, 2012, 2013). Okay. I was 5 years old in 2011. Game design mockup. Made in Unity, probably the same for Portal. Countdown room. Early version of countdown room. Monitor room, elevator, exit. I'm not going there yet. Freedom ending. Countdown desk. Hello. 41. Freedom ending. Part 2. Boss office. Screens of development. Kevin writing the voice of the narrator.
Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you pick up on intuitively if you have even the most fundamental
Recorded
understanding
dialogue for the
of
entire
battery
game,
design.
roughly 3 separate
Of
times
course,
for over
being you, you'll
2 years of
probably spend the
development.
next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you. Stanley stood on the snow. Stanley stood on the snow. Stanley stood on the roof. Stanley pushed. Stanley held a button to heat up the cleaver.
I'm okay. I love his voice though. Kevin writing. Okay, I've successfully gone in a loop. I'm gonna see if I can try and find that exit again. Did I go through there? The office. The lounge. Apartment timer. 15 seconds. Pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. That's so ominous, though. Just a bit, you know. Out there. Okay, it's somewhere. It's over here.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay,
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
You know, I was considering it. I'm not stopping. Don't worry. Don't worry. Do not worry, my mouse is stuck. It is currently 9:02. Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock on the games both time. Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 o'clock and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. Aww. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. I'll tell you what. I'll make a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Okay. Go ahead. Pick whatever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Oops.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
What if I have to skip? Welcome back. Quit the game, then start. Heard it again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I thought I'd be able to go in there, but apparently not. New content. Ooh!
Oh, new content?
Close.
What does that mean?
Close the
New
door.
content.
416. Ah. No, let me back. No. No. Ooh. Oh, I don't like that. Game
Hello,
Factory.
and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but
Shut
I'm
up.
sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Shut up. Oh, I have to press the button. Hold on. Hey.
Is it broken?
I don't know.
What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've
Shut
never
up.
been more ready. Let's do it.
Shut up. Please.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Okay. Well, to that I say. Or something. I don't.
All right.
The
All
jump
right, let's
circle.
see it's the jump circle.
Oh my gosh. Yay! Oh my gosh, I can jump. Yay! The jump circle. Wait, what if I walk on? What if I walk along?
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I don't know. I'm gonna go back and use up my remaining jumps. Three, two, 1, 0. Oh well. Boo.
Goodness.
Another elevator.
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Hold on, I'm trying to do something. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, no, Instagram stopped. Okay. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And
Well,
don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. Oh, it's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
You're not my friend. That's what I say. Inflow. Okay. What? Why can't I move? Okay, there we go. I hate Mondays. Oh, my keyboard is dying. That's why I can't move. Give me a sec. Like, yeah, it's gonna stay on Bluetooth, but like... Okay.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
What if I
I
just
want to
keep
show you something.
Door. Oh. Sunset. A wrench. Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Oh my gosh.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Man, I wish I could do that.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Don't get.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Smile because it happened. $1. Ooh. An achievement. It's impossible to get this achievement. I wish. Go outside. Don't play the game for 5 years. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Los Angeles Times. Friday, June 7th, 2013. You know what? What is that, 2017? Right? 2013. June 7th. What? 2013. I'm actually looking to see if Stanley Parable was ever mentioned. Oh. I can't actually find it.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I don't know about you, but I've been here for 2 hours. Memory zone maintenance. Okay, well. Person of the urn is just Stanley. Red door, blue door. Mash them together, what do you get? Hello, purple.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Well, I don't know about you, but okay. Source. People play games because of what they can do inside them. Your game is very good at letting them know they can't do anything. Literally, anything. Bike. And it's just a bike. I can't go in there. Is this where I'm supposed to go next?
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh, it's open.
What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Steam.
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's being collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I don't know.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny,
with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
No idea. That's a lot of containers. Recommended. Not recommended.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. To be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear.
I like it.
What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I... What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until it... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it tends to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place.
I don't think you
I
can.
should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Because
That
you won't
last
shut
one
up.
well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
I'll make
I
another
think
door.
the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
That's what I want to
There we
know.
go. Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
There
I don't
was.
feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
Uh-huh.
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times.
And there's no door.
Look back. Look back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting
I'm
here
waiting for a
with
door to
single
pop up.
person to speak with.
Oh,
And
it's
you
dead.
think that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always?
It is.
Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've
Is
had
there a door
so
yet?
much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it.
Where is the
To begin
door?
with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun...
Okay. And it's quiet. And there's still no door. So I have no choice but to keep skipping. I can't leave.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic...
Where is the door?
The end is never the end, 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 is never...
Oh, narrator's just getting tired and tired. I'm getting tired of pushing a button and waiting for a door. There is no door. Where is the door? The door. Oh, door. I want the door. Let me out. Out. No. End is never the end. Is never the end. Yeah. No. Oh my gosh. Okay. Can I leave? Can I leave now? Can I leave? Can I leave? Can I leave? I can't go. Okay. True. Oh, I see sunlight. Can I go? I can't go. I want to leave. Let me out, okay? Narrator's quiet. I miss the narrator. Let me out. And it's all ashes. Insert siren head or something. I have no idea. Get this guy a true. True. It's okay, I'll true you myself. I'll do it myself. True. So true. Where's that chat? Welcome to the chat, though. Hi, Red. Oh. Oh. Can I go up? I can't go up. Okay, what am I doing? What do I do? Guess. No? I go back inside and press the skip button again? Maybe? I missed the narrator. Oh, I didn't work. Okay, so do I just walk something? I think I just walk. So do I just kind of walk this way? Oh, I was supposed to do that. Okay. That's fine. That's awesome. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he'd simply missed a memo.
Okay, well, new content. New content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Please don't let it be a skip button again. If it's a skip button, I'm gonna cry. It was quiet. I hate the quiet. That's why we're not playing any music. That's the only reason why. Genuinely. I think this is the longest live stream.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe
the
version has
longest I've
turned out
gone.
to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Okay, well.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2. Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Okay, well, now it's just a Windows background and a...
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
It's so pretty.
Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams
Pigeon.
progress
Or
and
actually crow.
innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Crow. Hey, I'm a crow. Well, actually, I'm a robot, but my brand is still bird-ish. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Okay. More TSP, better TSP, win-win. Sequential mindshare. The color red. Leverage and holistic value. 1, 2. Paradigm shift. Synergy. Brick and mortar approach. And Philip. Client-centric marketing. Brain. There's just 2 plants. TSP2 logo ideas. I mean, that one's kind of interesting. That one's better. I like the second one, kind of. Okay. Well, there doesn't need to be 2 Stanleys. We're just on top of
Now,
each
to be
other.
clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
I love word art. 2. Peace. This way to the show floor. What if I wanna fine. New features. Why am I on the floor? New content. Bus? There's an entire bus. Okay. Expo Hall 2. Chair. I wanna sit in it.
Here we are. Go
button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. Okay, where's the button? Is it just name? That's new. Okay, well,
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here,
Nicholas.
let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in...
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim,
No.
developing a crippling substance addiction
No.
as Jim,
Hello.
rediscovering yourself through fringe religious...
Okay. Alright, well, okay, whatever. Okay, have fun. Okay, whatever.
groups as Jim, and finally dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim. Do you feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Okay, well, I didn't want to be here anyway. Yay, the doors are open. Let's go. Okay, yay! Woo! That's yours. Well, it didn't say my name, so...
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2.
Well,
That
that's
would
kinda
actually
mean.
save me the work of finishing this feature.
Collectibles. Oh, why is it turning around? There's so many... There's so much in here. Jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yeah.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Yeah. Suppose it could be. Where am I going? Settings world champion. I don't know. Can't believe it. That's simple. Okay, well, free achievement. You know what? Whatever. Pull the lever.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel, to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this
promise it will happen.
Okay. Boo. Boo, I say. I didn't get my achievement. Boo, 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 boo.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Haven't seen, whatever's up there. I'm not going there. You know what? I'm going there. Collectibles, infinite hole. I haven't gone there. Please, no screenshots. Well. Hole?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Whee!
You see, isn't it wonderful?
Not
One of
really.
my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna sit here for a moment as I readjust.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Let's see how
Maybe
small
do
will.
it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why? I want to see how small that hole can get, or how long I can wait.
I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
Haha.
I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling.
I
What
am.
normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
No, I'm not.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole. and
Okay,
we
so
can
that
move
didn't
on.
work out very well.
I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
No. Okay, well. Okay, I want to back up. Let me back up. I go back up. Yippee! Yahoo! I wonder. Oh. Okay. Why does it look like that? Fine, it ended. Mostly infinite. It just works. No, it didn't. It didn't work. It didn't do it at all. What? Can you find them? Collect them all.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Is there really no achievement for it? First off, why does it look like that? Oh, I can't go anymore. Okay. Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I think I've done everything in there. I don't know. I don't think I want to go back either.
Oh, goodness, Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the bucket exhibit. You see, there's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the bucket. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the bucket, okay?
Well, I don't know where the bucket is.
All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
I don't know where the bucket is. Where's the bucket? Is this the bucket? No, it's not. This is the entrance. This is where I don't know where I'm going. Oh, bucket. Okay. Reinsurance bucket. Okay. Office decorations.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
How am I supposed to tell you?
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, Stepniece, it is.
Right, and what if I press the other one?
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on. A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
A Wordle game show is in the works at NBC. Jimmy Fallon is set to produce? What? That's insane. That's insane.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Hey.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Hey.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more awaits you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay, now how do I put this thing down? I don't know how to put this down. Okay, I'm taking it with me then.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really
No.
should be an award if it isn't already.
I just want to set the bucket down. But I have to take it with me, so okay. Someone left their bag. I want that bag. I actually want a messenger bag. Ah! Please, no screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it
I
is.
guess.
I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Okay, well. Ooh. Okay. I really like warping hallways. That's actually one of my favorite things. Warping hallways, yay! I guess. This is a story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was
okay.
employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
No
Although
vacations?
others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar
happened.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
A massive
No one
bruise
had
on
showed
my
up
leg.
to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I don't know what I need that for though, but okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You
Okay.
can feel that, can't you?
The aura of jealousy, it's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
Okay, then take the bucket.
I can really feel it. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
Then take the bucket.
You, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket
Okay.
walked upstairs to the boss's office.
And executive bathroom.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of... But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I don't know. Okay, if I can ever find the end of this game, or if I just get bored, I will hop onto Minecraft. Perhaps. Hello.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-Stans? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Okay. Do. Down. Either I'm going on Minecraft or I'm going on art.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I bet the inside of my cheek. That hurt. Oh. Hey.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death. The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
So I'm going to look down the hole and then I will turn back. Okay. And we're going back. Itchy. It's Tuesday. I have $37 in my bank account. Anyway. I need gas.
But of course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for.
Okay, like taking care of this, I guess, or whatever.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
going to check something real quick. Sorry. Okay, not yet.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Okay, that's funny. I think. Just a bit. Oop. Alright.
Stanley and the bucket waited in
Okay, this is the last bit I'm gonna do on this game. There's not really an end,
they had
as we have figured out.
Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support,
And the door
What? Wait.
stopped.
What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
I guess
An
not.
unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
Let me out. Let me out. I can't see. Where am I going?
Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Okay, so I'm at the office again. We're going to begin the game again. Which is completely fine, by the way. I'm going back to the phone scene more accurately. We're gonna pick up the phone this time.
This is the story. This All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think the question is, where was the phone?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
I think
well.
it was this way.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Okay.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Yes.
Who want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here,
that
Stanley.
hurt,
I'm trying
actually.
to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
What if I want to go this way?
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Rude.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his...
You're going to wait. I want rectangle. Crosshair. I love.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's
pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oh.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
It's not even there
First,
anymore.
He imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls, and down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby, and he called it the Stanley Parable.
Okay.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. How long do we have to wait for that? Okay, so I'm having an amazing day. It's like 10:12 p.m. I need to go to sleep. I have to work in the morning. And I'm going to see how long this takes before I finally give up and press that button. And I'm not gonna rate because nobody is on. Or more accurately, I don't have the count to actually make an impact. So,
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time you'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
okay. So essentially, Stanley just dies over and over and over and over, and the narrator is tired and bored and, well, not bored, just tired and trying to get Stanley to free himself or something. such a nothing burger game, but you can do anything you want, and it's almost crazy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, okay. I'm tired. I am extremely tired. I'm actually very sleepy. I want to go to sleep. Oh, the server's on. The server is on. Do I want to go on the server? I don't know. It's 10:15. I have work in the morning. I should probably go to sleep now. Let's see. What do I have in my library? Because I'll try and think of something else to play next time. I had Detroit Become Human, but the last time I tried to play it, it didn't work properly on my computer. I can do some Portal DLCs. The lab, I don't even have VR. I can't play that. Repo, if I don't have anyone to play Repo with. Let's see. Deltarune, Doki Doki Plus. I can do that. I can do Doki Doki Plus. Yeah. I'll do Doki Doki Plus next time. When's next time? It's definitely not Thursday. Shoot. Where's my schedule? Keep opening the wrong app to look at it. Okay, Thursday. No, I'm doing Zenless. I haven't touched Zenless off stream. So I've probably activated multiple items and just now realized that I need to, like, I need to, okay, Zenless, I need to clear my quest log. I've been trying to do that, but I got bored. I just got so burnt out that I haven't been doing that. So we're still gonna be continuing the story, don't worry. I'm just, because I'm burnt out, I'm probably not gonna want to do it for long. That's something. Okay. Oh, I'm tired. Okay. Alright, we're gonna play something, like a little song before I end. Something I've enjoyed as of late. So, let me quit the game. Okay. And let me open Spotify. I have to find something that's like not DMCA, because if I'm going to re-upload this to YouTube for VODs, yeah. Where is it? Okay. Yeah, I'm tired, so when the song ends, I'm going to sleep.
Redesign your logo. We know what we're doing. We are here to help you. Everything's connected.
Time is of the essence. We live in the future, and it makes us hungry. Everything's connected.
Redesign your
We know how to do it. Make the calculations, put them into action. We will find the angle, starting with convention, onto innovation. Everything's connected. Here we have a circle, smooth and inoffensive. This will be the basis for your revolution. Gravity is crucial. Geomagnetism. With some calculation, we will find your logo. DNA is crucial. We must understand it. In the human genome, we will find your logo. Everyone will see it. Every demographic. If they fail to see it, are they even human? Da 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 ba boo boo. Hey. Every demographic, men 18 to 30, college educated, women over 40, suicidal poets, fat Midwestern fathers, raised with diabetes, Pentecostal preachers, 120, interracial couples, atheist professors, government employees, xenophobes and racists, private aviators. Everyone will see it. Every demographic. Oh, the next time I open the stream, there'll be another mini guided evolution. This will be a new breed, cutting edge but classic, fully complementary, bold and self-sufficient, symbolizing freedom, and of course your product. When the logo's finished, then we'll unveil it. 7 billion people, instantly enlightened. Everyone's rebranded. All the fighting's over. Say goodbye to conflict. That design's rejected. There's no longer language, only recognition. There's no longer country, only corporate colors. Color makes us hungry. Hunger makes us human. Everyone can see it. Everything's connected. Okay, next time I open the stream, there's gonna be another mini, like, update. Especially when I deafen. Song's not over yet. Do 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 boo 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 da 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 la la la. Your logo. Give us all your money. Redesign your logo. Give us all your money. Redesign your logo. Give us all your money. Redesign your logo. Give us all your money. Blech. To that I say. Okay. I have unfinished mac and cheese, but that's fine. That's okay. That is totally fine. That's perfectly fine. It's cold. Okay. Mac and cheese. Away you go. Okay. Okay. Bye-bye. Good night. Good night. Bye.